Hey, good morning. It's me, crazy old D. Anyway, so you're just gonna have some coffee with me this morning. Yes, I got a broken coffee mug, but this coffee mug is super special because it came from my girl for Christmas. It broke because my dog has a very bad habit of wanting to steal my coffee. So she knocked it over and drank it. Anyway, I'm here because I've been for so long. I've been trying to think about what the frig, how can I say shit so people can understand what I'm talking about, so people can see what I'm seeing. It's really hard. It's hard. So I'm gonna try it this way, and I want you to think, and I really want you to think, okay? Like, seriously, look back. Look back. Stop, quiet yourself, and look back. Look back at 2020, okay? Do you remember in 2020 they were saying that the hospitals were overran in 2020, but yet we had nurses and doctors doing TikToks, okay, dancing and sharing them with the world, TikToks of them dancing. Do you think that they were overran then? Really? Do you? When they had time to do TikToks and yeah. Honestly, it's such a mockery. That's how I feel anyway. It's such a mockery. So they were all doing TikToks in 2020. 2020, not many people got sick. People had the normal cold. So I'm pretty sure that's what it was, the normal cold. So people were sick because also, too, if you look back, they didn't really say anything about the flu. So they totally transversed everything. And they said, it's COVID, whatever. And now, then you take 2021, everybody went, that's when the vaccine rolled out. And really in 2021, I didn't see too much sicknesses. But now, we're in 2022, and it's like wildfire out there. I don't see any nurses doing any TikToks now either. So it must be a little worse now than it was in 2020. Because they're not out dancing and stuff. And they're not making videos for you anymore. So what are they doing? And why aren't they talking anymore? Unreal. It's unreal. When you have the eyes to see what people like myself are seeing, it puts you in whenever I'm anywhere, I feel like I'm floating. Like I feel like I'm not even in there. I'm just there. I'm there, but I'm not really there. I don't feel like I'm fitting in anywhere anymore, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But I manage and I do it. But I'm thinking 2020, nobody was sick. It was fine. 2021, a little bit. Now here we are at the end of 2022, and I've heard that the hospitals are emergency rooms are 200 people a night. IWK is apparently telling people that the children are sick because there's no Tylenol to give them. First off, Tylenol doesn't heal you, okay? Tylenol doesn't cure you. It just masks everything. It just masks it so that you don't feel the symptoms as much. That's what Tylenol does. It doesn't cure you. Not at all. Not one bit. It's not a healing thing. And then the whole point of, well, why isn't the media telling us why there's no Tylenol on the shelves? There's no Tylenol. Why? CBC, ABC, NBC, whatever. I don't even know news stations because I just don't watch TV at all. I have no TV. I have a TV, but there's nothing hooked up to it except for if I use Netflix. So, that's not the case. Tylenol does not cure things. Tylenol right now is actually going through a huge lawsuit. Huge. I don't know why the news isn't telling you that, but they're not. They're not. They're not. So anyway, they're just, so, and they're talking about this new illness that's called respiratory something. I'm really sorry. I'm terrible with remembering names because I don't like to keep them up there. I know them, but I don't like to keep them. Respiratory something. Anyway, But if you look on the vaccine adverse reactions, the side effects, whichever, that is one of them. That's one of them. It's caused from the vaccine. And it says that. It says that there. You just have to read it. That's all. Just open it up or on your phone and just read it. It's there. So now they're going to try to say, oh, we need a vaccine for this. No, you don't. You don't need a vaccine for anything. And I'm pretty sure that everything that's happening right now to people is from the vaccine. Sheesh, I hate saying that. I really do. I've heard so many things, like so many things. Why are people sick? Why are they sick? Nobody's questioning why the vaccine didn't stop the spread. No, you all forget that. You all forget it was supposed to. You just think that now. Now you think that it was supposed to just lessen your symptoms. How did they make you be able to forget that? They're having you so confused. That's how. That's how. They told you it was going to stop it. It didn't stop it. That's what they sold you on. Stop the spread. Stop the spread. It didn't stop the spread. In fact, it's hurting you, and it's making some kind of spread worse. That's just my take on it. It's making the spread worse because people are getting sick, but they're blaming it on yeah, dun, 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 dun. The unvaccinated. Fuck. I don't get it. And yet I had somebody say, well, you were pretty sick. You were pretty sick. I was for a little minute there. Yeah. But that's because I also was extremely sad for the month of August. So when I'm extremely sad, if you look at the vibrational chart of the way that our body works, sad puts you in pretty low vibration. So when you're in a pretty low vibration, you're able to get sick. And that's what happened to me because I was down. And I had to get my vibration back up so I'd feel better. It's hard to keep my vibration up because of what I'm seeing all around me. It's really hard, but I'm doing the best that I can. But I just honestly wish that people could see what the freak people like myself are seeing. We are not crazy. Do you think there's that many crazy people in the world that think the same thing? Honestly. Just a question. It's making people sick. It's tampering with immune systems. It's triggering old problems that people had that's coming up in them. I've heard so many people say that their iron is really low. There's a lot of weird things going on with people. A lot. And I tried to say this. So has many other people. This thing is not good for you. You don't force people to take something and scare them into taking it. Don't you see what's wrong with that even in the beginning? The whole picture of scaring somebody and forcing them into something. You want your job? Get your vaccine. You want to go in the grocery store, or you want to go have something to eat at a restaurant? Go get your vaccine. You didn't think there was anything wrong with that? They had a passport to stop people from going into restaurants because they said only the vaccinated people can go there because that way they won't be spread. That was punishment. That was punishment for the unvaccinated people. They were treating us like shit because we didn't want to get it, so they punished us, and that's what they did. And more of that is going to come soon. And if you only have 2 doses and you don't want more, you're going to be called unvaccinated too. And just like I said before, those little things at Sobeys and stuff, I shared something earlier about China and their social credit score. They're doing that here. They're doing it, right? Like they're working on that now, right now. So when you go to Sobeys, you're gonna be like, beep, beep, okay, I'm all vaccinated, I can go in. But if you're not vaccinated, if you don't have 5 shots or 4 shots or whatever the number is now, you're not going in. You're not buying food. You're not doing anything. Why? I see so many people that have been vaccinated that are like, I have COVID. I have COVID. Aren't you mad that you have it? Aren't you mad that they said 2 weeks to flatten the curves? That didn't work. Then they said, get your 2 shots of vaccine, then everything will go back to normal. You think it went back to normal? It didn't. It didn't. They're just doing this. They're trying so hard to fucking confuse your mind. Your mind. Your mind. That's what they're doing. They want you all chaotic up here, because then you can't think straight. I don't even know what else to say. There's no words. There's no words. You try to talk to somebody about this and they laugh at you. You're crazy. You're crazy. Take a look outside around and see how fucking crazy the world is. The driving has gotten way worse. You don't think there's something wrong with that? The accidents that are happening, the anger coming from people. But everything's hunky-dory, eh? Everything's hunky-dory. People might want to start waking up soon to what's going on. I'm not joking. I'm not crazy. You might want to start paying attention to what's going on around you. The wars, the lies that they're doing, the manipulating, the back and forth that they're doing about everything, the opening up of, digital currency in places. You don't want digital currency. You really don't. You want cash. Cash in hand is always better. Tooth fairy money, stuff like that. Going to a yard sale, buying stuff from people, cash on hand. There's not going to be any of that if it's digital. None. None. It's the end of the world as we know it. Pay attention. You might hate what I'm sharing. You might hate me for sharing it. I really don't care at this point. I don't care. Someday you might thank me. Maybe not. Who knows? I really could care less. I thank myself. I'm grateful for myself for doing what I did and trying my hardest to get people to see what was going on. Putting myself out there. I did it. Why did I do it? Because I care. I care. And I've seen the bigger picture. Now the bigger picture is coming to reality. Here we are. I know you might think it's okay. That's because you're paying attention to other things. You're not paying attention to the stuff that's going on behind the scenes. You're not. If you were, you'd know. Everything is not okay. Take a look around. There's shortages. Do you see this grocery store on Baker Drive especially? That's when I know that they don't have much stuff. They're having a hard time getting stock, so now they're changing the whole store around. I find it really funny to watch. The whole store looks different. It's because they're trying to make it look full. It's not full, and they can't fill it. Brace yourself. Prepare yourself. Get extra food and stuff. I don't know. I don't know if there's things that you need that you, like if you're on medications that you need, I'd get extra. It's too bad people couldn't take these warnings. It's too bad people just sat there and had to ridicule and yell at me on my Facebook in capital letters. Capital letters, just yelling at me because I'm crazy and delusional. We'll see how crazy I am. We'll see how crazy I am. Anyway, it's a beautiful day out there. I gotta go get ready and go do some stuff. Have a super day. Make the best of it. And I love you. You know that. Don't mind me. I'm just a little agitated because I see the flames all around me. And I wish you could too.